بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد اللهم صل على محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين وسيما بقية الله في العالمين ثم اللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد، قال الله في محكم كتابه: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم رجال لا تلهيهم تجارة ولا بيع عن ذكر الله وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة يخافون يوما تتقلب فيه القلوب والأبصار. روي عن رسول الله حضرت محمد مصطفى صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم إن العبد إذا تخلى بسيده في جوف الليل المظلم وناجاه أثبت الله النور في قلبه. For the hastening in the return of the beloved Imam of the time, recite the salawat. السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله. أعظم الله أجورنا وأجوركم بمصابنا بالحسين وأصحابه وأولاده عليهم السلام، وجعلنا وإياكم من الطالبين بثاره مع وليه الإمام المهدي عجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف. May Allah glorify and accept our musibah for Imam Hussein alayhi salam and his sons and his companions. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us to be among those who will take revenge from the killers and murderers of Imam Hussein alayhi salam with the Imam of the time, Imam Mahdi. Before I start the talk, tonight this gathering, this majlis is mustahab to attend such majalis, but to break the rule and to block someone's way is haram. To stop someone from moving or blocking his way with the car. So if there is anyone among us who has parked his car somewhere which is not appropriate or not legal according to the rule, please go and change your car's place, especially if it has blocked somewhere, some entrance or something. Tonight is a very special night, and tomorrow is a very special day. There are few misunderstandings among us about tonight and tomorrow. About the day of Ashura, it has been narrated that it is mustahab and very recommended to quench other people, to give water to other people. But this is the actually least which is known and which has been required from us. not as a least for most. This is the least, which is the most. It is required that we make every other activity of for the sake of mourning for Imam Hussein alayhi salam in the day of Ashura. If we, and it is mustahab, this is a very big misunderstanding in the world of Islam because of the fake ahadith, fabricated ahadith from the Holy Prophet of Islam. What hadith? The day of Ashura, and all of you know that the month of Muharram is the beginning month of the lunar calendar. First month of the lunar calendar, like Farvardin in solar calendar, in Persian calendar. We celebrate and go for wedding ceremonies in such occasion because of our culture, which was later, a bit of that was approved by Islam. We have a hadith about only Nowruz from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. I don't want to discuss that. But Muharram Islamically has not been approved by the Holy Prophet of Islam or by A'imma alayhim salam to be an occasion for happiness or Eid. And the A'mal for the month of Muharram have different philosophy. First of all, fasting in the day of Ashura is makruh. It is disliked by religion. Why? This is a big misunderstanding. Because religiously, jurisprudentially, morally, fasting is an act of gratitude and thankfulness for a blessing and favor from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is no special favor from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of Ashura. Although they claim that that is the day that the repentance of Nabi Adam ala nabiyyina wa alihi wa alayhi salam was accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is wrong. It was accepted in the month of the Hajj, not the month of Muharram. And they claim few other blessings, favors from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be happened in the day of Ashura, and that is the philosophy behind fasting in the day of Ashura, which are all false. All of them are false. No evidence. So fasting also is not mustahab for such purpose. But be careful about this, because we have this very current problem within our community. I hope this explanation will remove any type of misunderstanding about it. It is mustahab not to eat or drink until the eve of the day of Ashura, without intending to fast this day. Why? To try to understand and to accompany the state and situation of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam in the day of Ashura. For the calamities they had, they couldn't even think about eating or drinking. It is mustahab to fast until the afternoon without intending to fast. So that's why we don't serve breakfast. We do not encourage for that. Although we start the program tomorrow from 9:30. without intending. So, and the food also, we serve food which is after Zohr, and that is the least. Only one type of meal and without anything else. It has been narrated. This is also another thing that we do not take that much serious. We take it easy. Working for dunyavi affairs or supplying food at home or any type of eatable thing at home is likely to be haram in the day of Ashura. It is not haram, but it is known in ahadith that whoever refrains from supplying food or being busy with any dunyavi affair in the day of judgment, in the day of Ashura, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would compensate that for him in the day of judgment. He will supply him with the best of heavenly favors and benefits. Yes, if someone has a job which is related to the health of people and he cannot swap with another doctor or something, that is different. If someone loses his job, even if he makes excuses for not going to the job, he may lose the job if he doesn't go, and he may lose all his job. Then that is also an exception. But if it is possible just to lose some of the job or a part of the job and not attending the job, cancelling the job that day, it is required that the believers, they do not attend any job for their dunyavi affairs. And they specify the day of Ashura only for the grief for Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. Recite the salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. The night of Ashura is a night that we can take the lesson of submissiveness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by showing special worshipping acts. You see Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam in such a day when they came to the troops of the enemy, they came near the tents of Imam. They started shouting and doing things like they are trying to start the war. Imam Hussein alayhi salam faced his brother Hazrat Abul Fadl Abbas alayhi salam and he said, ارجع إليهم فإن استطعت أن تؤخرهم إلى غدوة وتدفعهم عنا العشية لعلنا نصلي لربنا الليلة. O Abbas, go to them. You are from the relatives of that Mal'oon, and maybe they will accept your request. Go and ask them to give us one more night. لعلنا نصلي لربنا الليلة, so that we may find more time to pray for our Lord tonight. وَنَدْعُوهُ وَنَسْتَغْفِرُهُ. Look at Imam Hussein. He has gone so far away from Medina to Mecca and then from Mecca to Karbala, and he knows he is very near to his shahada, to his position of being master of the martyrs. But look, he says, I love to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to pray. وَنَدْعُوهُ
وَنَسْتَغْفِرُهُ, and to ask for forgiveness. And all of you know that even simple shuhada, when they become shaheed, by the very first blood shed from their body, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives all of their sins. But still Imam Hussein alayhi salam is thinking of doing istighfar and asking for forgiveness. فهو يعلم أني كنت أحب الصلاة له. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that I love to pray for him وتلاوة كتابه, and to recite his book, وكثرة الدعاء, and abundance of prayer, supplication, والاستغفار, and to ask for forgiveness. This is Imam Hussein alayhi salam in the night of Ashura. The brother recited the sentence of the narrator who is describing the situation of the tents of Imam Hussein alayhi salam on the night of Ashura. Imam Hussein alayhi salam in such night asked the companions to gather together in the main tent. Imam Hussein alayhi salam said, "Tonight I lift my allegiance from you. These people are seeking to kill me, and I am here. You can go, find a way and leave Karbala." His companions became really very upset. Why Imam is asking us to do this? Why? Is not our blood eligible to be mixed with the blood of the grandson of the Holy Prophet of Islam? Is it because we are sinful? Muslim ibn Usajah, one of the ashab, said, "Even if I don't have anything in my hand to fight, I will find the stones and I will throw the stones to your enemy until I get killed in front of your eyes." And the others also, they started crying and asking Imam Hussein alayhi salam to let them stay with him. Here it has been narrated that Imam Hussein alayhi salam, after making sure that all of them would stay, Imam Hussein alayhi salam showed their position in heaven to them. He wanted them to look at sky and see their position. And they all saw themselves in heaven near Imam Hussein alayhi salam. They, in the night of Ashura, لَهُمْ دَوِيٌّ كَدَوِيِّ النَّاحِلَ. For the companions of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, there was a whisper, a voice like the voice and the whisper of the bees when they fly near their house and they want to make honey. What a delicious honey they made for the mankind. The sweetness of the tears and crying for Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam is still tasteable for all of us. That is the result of Nafilah. Tonight, I just want to specify one of the nawafil which is very important, dear brothers and sisters. From among the nawafil, from among the mustahab acts that Imam Hussein alayhi salam says, I love, you find the night prayer as the most important act. The night prayer in the hadith that I narrated at the beginning, the Holy Prophet of Islam says, إِنَّ الْعَبْدَ, indeed, the servant, when he finds a solitude for himself, إِذَا تَخَلَّى بِسَيِّدِهِ, when he becomes lonely with his master, he finds a place of solitude for himself. في جوف الليل المظلم, in the middle of the dark night, وَنَاجَاهُ, and he whispers and talks to his Lord, أثبت الله النور في قلبه. By coming to Majalis of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, we have found the light. But the light has not been maintained in our heart. That's why after the month of Muharram, again we go back to our previous situation before the month of Muharram. To maintain the light, we should take help from the night prayer. 8 units by the intention of night prayer, another 2 units by the intention of Shaf'a prayer, and 1 unit, 1 rak'ah by the intention of Watr prayer. But here I have a special gift for you. Gifting is also not liked by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the night and day of Ashura, but not spiritual gifts. Don't forget, recite Quran and gift it to the Shuhada of Karbala. You will get the light back in the strongest possible way. Read prayer, do mustahab acts. If you donate, if you give sadaqah, pay sadaqah, and give the reward to the Shuhada of Karbala and see what happens to you. Now I want to gift you something. For those who cannot do this, it doesn't take more than 15 minutes. But for those who cannot do this, at least the Watr prayer will inshallah cover the reward of only 1 rak'ah, the reward of night prayer, and we'll do the same act inshallah to our soul to maintain the light. If you cannot, if I didn't hear it from my mentor, I wouldn't mention, because I haven't seen a hadith proving this. This is the special gift for you tonight. Just when you go to bed, first of all, going to bed with wudu will inshallah rectify that. Otherwise, you are very tired, you cannot even make wudu. Just say this zikr. Ya Akram al-Akramin. Ya Akram al-Akramin. Oh, the generous of the generous. Ya Akram al-Akramin. Sallallahu alayka ya Abu Abdullah. Sallallahu alayka ya Abu Abdullah. در حدیثی که امام عسکری علیه السلام در خصوص علامات مؤمن میفرماید مؤمن 5 علامت داره. 1 مؤمن التختم بالیمین، انگشتر دست راست میکنه. تعفیر الجبین، پیشانیش رو به خاک میگذاره موقع سجده. مؤمن الجهر به بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم، بسم الله که میگه مؤمن بلند میگه، بلند نه فریاد میزنه ها، یعنی قابل شنیدن میگه، مثل صلوات هم بلند گفتنش که صدات برسه به کربلا و به نجف، همچین چیزی نداریم. فریاد زدن تو اسلام نداریم. صلوات باید جلی باشه، آشکار باشه. بسم الله باید آشکار باشه. جهر به بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. زیارت الاربعین الصلاة 51 که اولینش هست. الصلاة 51 51 رکعت نماز. این 17 رکعتی که ما میخونیم واجباشه. اگه میخوایم نشون بدیم جزء شیعیان وفادار امام حسین علیه السلامیم، اگه میخوایم نور عزاداری سید الشهدا در قلبمون تثبیت بشه، باید از عمل شب عاشورای امام حسین علیه السلام درس بگیریم. باید این نور رو در قلبمون تثبیت کنیم. اگر نور در قلب ما تثبیت شد، ماندگار خواهد شد. این نور تا لحظه مرگ با ما خواهد بود و آن کسی که این نور رو در زندگی حفظ کرد، حسینی زندگی کرد و حسینی از دنیا رفت. و اون کسی که این نور براش مخصوص یک شب در سال بود، 2 شب، 1 دهه در سال بود، این نور ماندگار نمیشه براش. از این 51 رکعت 17 رکعتش واجب، 34 رکعتش که مستحبه عزیزان من، 11 رکعت از این 34 رکعت نماز شبه. تلاش کنیم این رو از دست ندیم. اگر نمیتونیم 1 رکعت از این نماز شب، 1 رکعتش رو قبل از خواب، وقت نماز شب هم از نیمه شبه، یعنی از حدود ساعت 12 شب به ساعت الان میشه نیمه شب، وقت شروع خوندن نماز شبه. میخوایم 10 شب بخوابیم، 11 شب بخوابیم، قبل از خواب بخونیم و بخوابیم به نیت این که ثوابش رو ببریم. و به زبان انگلیسی گفتم، حیفم میاد فارسی نگم، ثوابش هم هدیه میکنیم به ارواح مقدس معصومین علیهم السلام. اینطور نور ثابت میشه. نمیتونیم وضو بگیریم به رخت خواب بریم، نمیتونیم خیلی خسته ایم، استادم میفرمود این ذکر رو بگید یا اکرم الاکرمین، در رخت خواب یا اکرم الاکرمین بگید و اون بهره معنوی رو میبرید. با حالت پشیمانی و ناراحتی که از که انسان نمیتونه نماز شب رو بخونه. صلی الله علیک یا ابا عبدالله، السلام علیک یا عبدالله و علی الارواح التي حلت بفنائك عليك عني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولو جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام میگه شب عاشورا دیدم عبی الله از خیمه بیرون آمده، دور خیمه ها میگرده، با نوک شمشیر خواه از زمین در میاره. آمده عرضی که عبی الله شدم، علت الدویا شدم. عبی الله فرمود هلال فردا عصر عاشورا دختر بچه های با پای بره آماره شهید کردن، ابوالفضلش رو شهید کردن، حتی طفل 6 ماهش رو شهید کردن. یه وقت ببینن زهرها بر پیکر علی عبدالله کاری افتاده، ببینن از سفر علی عبدالله خون بیرون میجوشه. فوقف یستریح ساعتا وقد ضعف عن القتال. یه وقت دیدن حسین وسط میدان ایستاد، از جنگ باز مانده، آمده ساعتی و لحظه‌ای استراحت کنه، دیگه رمق نداره حسین. دشمن که دید علی عبدالله ایستاده، سنگین سمت حسین پرتاب شد، به پیشانی علی عبدالله نشست. فأخذ الثوبه لیمسح الدم عن جبهته، دامن عربی رو بالا آورد، خون از پیشانی پاک کنه. آمده ای بگم یا نه، فأتاه سهم مسعود له ثواب الشهداء. هر من خدا لعنتت کنه. یه وقت ببینن کربل تیر سشوبش را کشید، تیر سشوبه به قلب علی عبدالله فسقط الحسین عن فرسه على خده الایمن. حسین از اسب زیر افتاد، به روی راست بر زمین افتاد. بلند مرتب شاهی ز صدر زمین افتاد. اگر غلط نکنم عرش بر زمین افتاد. حواز جور مخالف چو قیرگون گردید، عزیز فاطمه از اسب سرنگون گردید. همه بگید یا حسین، لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين. فسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون.